I'm super excited to let you know that CloneVoice.ai and Artistly and VideoExpress integrations are now live and ready. That means you don't have to wait any longer. It's here, it's live. All you have to do is have all the all access accounts for CloneVoice.ai, VideoExpress, and Artistly, which most of you already have, and then you can start working with it. I'll show you a real live example right now, the most popular thing that people have requested, and then you can use your imagination thereafter. All right, so one of the biggest requested features has been, okay, we saw the demos on CloneVoice.ai. One of the demos was about how we can bring in songs to create animated videos within using VideoExpress or any other tools that you already have. So one of them was basically a girl who's baking cakes, and then she sells it in the market. Like, let me show you this one with the audio, then I'll show you how to bring in all our tools like Artistly, like for example, VideoExpress, and of course, also CloneVoice.ai. How do we bring in all of them together and make a professional video that looks something like this?
Sugar hands sprinkle bright, baking cakes from morn to night. Flower flies, the whisk goes spin, market day is joy within. Baker girl, sweetest cakes in all the world. Baker girl, smiles as wide as frosting swirl. Strawberry top, chocolate sweet, every slice a happy treat. Children cheer, the stalls delight, morning cake shine golden light. Baker girl, sweetest cakes in all the world. Baker girl, smiles as wide as frosting swirl.
To replicate this video process, you need all three tools, okay? Firstly, you're going to need the all access account for CloneVoice.ai, which most of you already have, Artistly all access account, which again, most of you have, and VideoExpress all access account. Why? Well, let me explain step by step. So first of all, what we want to do is we want to use CloneVoice.ai to generate the song, okay, which I'll show you in just a second. Then we're going to use Artistly to convert that song into storyboard scenes with consistent character images, basically, step by step. And third, we're going to use VideoExpress to turn those images using the Artistly and VideoExpress integration to animated scenes. So let me explain step by step how this works. So step number one, what we're going to do is we're going to connect, okay, we're going to connect CloneVoice.ai API key with both Artistly and VideoExpress. And this only works with all access accounts of Artistly and VideoExpress, as well as CloneVoice.ai's all access account, because that's the one where you can generate the music files, correct? Anyway, so first step is we want to do the connection. So this is how you So first, you're going to go into CloneVoice.ai, and then you're going to generate an API key. See, in the top right, there'll be a little tag that says your name. You're going to click on your name, go to settings, and then you're going to scroll down, and then there's a section called API key. If you're not sure, you're not generated already, it's going to say generate API key. You're going to copy this key, and then what you're going to do, see what I did there? I just copied it using this tab right here. You're going to go into the copy tab, you're going to copy it, and then what you're going to do is you're going to do two things. First, in Artistly, you're going to go into the same thing. Again, in your name, there's a tab right here on the top. You're going to go in, and then you're going to go into Profile. And then in here, it's going to say Clone Voice App Save API Key. I'm going to right click and paste. Okay, this is number one, save Clone Voice key. There we go. We did that. So now your Clone Voice account is connected to your Artistly account. It's extremely important that I mention that the features that you see here, which I'm talking about, nursery rhymes feature, which I'll get to in just a sec, will only be activated after you get the CloneVoice.ai API key and do the process that I just mentioned. So if you're not already, pause this video right now, go to your Artistly account, right? Go to your CloneVoice.ai account, take the CloneVoice.ai API key and paste that API key in your Artistly account under CloneVoice.ai app. I just showed you that right now, correct? Please do that right away. It's extremely important. In other words, if you go in here and you go to profile, you're going to see API information. You're going to see CloneVoice key. If yours is blank like this, do this right now. Fill this blank scenario right away, okay? If you don't do this step, then that nursery rhymes tab won't open, okay, obviously. Second thing is that nursery rhymes is only available for people who have the all access account for Artistly. So in other words, if you got the basic $50 or whatever version, that will not have this, because that feature will only work with which I'm going to show you in just a second, through automations and stuff from that all access account. So in other words, if you don't have the full thing, you're going to see it under my purchase. If you see if there's any other additional thing like an elite product or something to buy, just get that. And this is the same scenario with VideoExpress. It's the same scenario with Artistly, same scenario with CloneVoice.ai. Get the highest level plan. Again, there is no other additional upsells after that, right? There's always only two plans we give, the basic plan and then the all access plan, right? If you got the basic plan and you upgrade to elite plan later, is the same thing, but just make sure you understand this, okay? So make sure this field is not blank in your Artistly account, okay? For that nursery rhymes feature to be activated. Okay, now next, let's go to the next step of the process, okay, which is to actually connect your VideoExpress account, your Artistly account with VideoExpress if you haven't already, and then CloneVoice.ai account. Okay, it's a one-time setup. Okay, it doesn't take much after, because you want to personalize it to you. Only your music will be available. Only your actual content will be within these accounts. Nobody will get access to it for privacy reasons. This is the reason why I want to do all these steps, to ensure that once they're connected, it's only your accounts connecting and passing through your data between each account. So it's personalized and customized, and it privacy-wise, it's all in you. Okay, that's the most important thing here. Next, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to VideoExpress. Okay, and then in VideoExpress, there we go. I'll show you real quick. So in VideoExpress, you're gonna go in again to the top, and you see how it says edit profile under the account. You're gonna click on the edit profile button. And then here you see again, Artistly API key, CloneVoice API key, same key, right? Let me go back. So this is the CloneVoice.ai account. You see my CloneVoice logo on the top. Again, the API key here that's connected to your account. This is why it's so important. Only your voices will show up here. So, and your content basically, right? Your media, your songs and stuff like that. You're going to go back to VideoExpress and you're going to right click, copy, and you're going to paste this. Okay. Again, you're going to paste this and you're going to click on save. And then, of course, profile is successfully updated. So now it's going to connect your CloneVoice.ai account to the VideoExpress account. Now, next thing you have to do, if you see, in this account, I want to do a brand new account to show you. Here, in this account, when I go into the profile here, I don't have Artistly API key integrated, which is very important for this process. So you're going to take your Artistly key. Again, I'm going to go back to the Artistly account. You see, again, my Artistly account here. I'm going to go into profile on the top. And then you see how it says API information. I'm going to take this API key. I'm going to copy this API key. And I'm going to go back to VideoExpress. And I'm going to do Artistly API key, right click. And I'm going to paste this, okay? So we're going to have both. So in other words, I took the Artistly API key from the Artistly account, and then I'm going to paste it into VideoExpress, CloneVoice API key as well into VideoExpress. And then what I did, I took the, if you see carefully, I also took the CloneVoice.ai API key, and then I put it into the Artistly API key account. That way, once you do this, it's all connected together, okay? So that was basically what we did here. So what did we do here? We basically connected, right, CloneVoice.ai API key with both Artistly and VideoExpress. And then the other step was we also connected Artistly to VideoExpress using the integrations. Okay. Now what this will do is it'll connect all the accounts together. Next step is, if you see carefully here, step number 2 is we're going to use CloneVoice.ai to generate music and songs, specifically children's rhymes. So again, what I'm going to do is, every time you generate this, it's going to be a unique song just because of AI, how AI works. But we're going to go back into, let's say, CloneVoice.ai here, my CloneVoice.ai application. I'm going to go into create music. Okay. See what I did here? Create music. I'm going to go here. Now, first, we're going to create the song, correct? to be used and create the video out of it after. So what we're going to do is we're going to genre kids rhymes. Okay. And I'm going to show you this example, but technically you can, use this according to other aspects as well, other categories, and more categories are going to keep getting added every week, every day, depending on when we keep pushing the updates. Now, what is your song about? Let's say I'm going to say a rhyme about a baker girl baking cakes and selling them in the market. Okay. Right, simple. And then click on generate, create lyrics. Okay. Now what it's going to do, it's going to automatically create us the lyrics like so. Then I'm going to say baker girl song. And then you're just going to click on I read the terms, and then click on generate music. Boom. It's going to take like a couple of minutes or so to generate this song. So while the song is getting created, let's talk about the next step here, right? So basically now, once the song gets created, of course, you can download. Oh, there we go. It's done already here. Excellent. So what's happening here? So this song is generated, right? Now you can play it. You can download it. You can delete it, correct? So now with the direct integration with VideoExpress, you don't have to download it. It will show up in your account. I'll get to that in just a second. In your VideoExpress account, we just connected your CloneVoice.ai account with VideoExpress, correct? So go back here. You see what I'm saying here? What did we do so far? We generated the children's rhyme, right? Now, next step is we do step 3. Import songs into Artistly under AI design agents, nursery rhymes to generate all the consistent character storyboard. This is next step. So the best way to do it right now, to make it really, really automated as much as possible, is just go here and then you just download this audio file. Okay. For Artistly integration, right? Click on download. Boom, it's downloaded. Baker Girl song. You see this right here? Next, you're going to go to Artistly. You're going to click on create design. And then you're going to click on the fast AI image designer. Okay. So let's click on that. Next, you're going to go into the AI design agents. Okay. This is where we're going to create the storyboard, basically automated storyboard. Okay. I'll show you that. AI design agents. And then what you're going to do is you're going to do this nursery rhymes. Okay. Click on that. This allows you to go into this step, and you see right here, it says configure your settings, upload your rhyme audio. So this is the audio we just downloaded. Okay. Remember, we just went in to Clone Voice and we downloaded this audio. Okay, this one, we just clicked on download. That's the one you're going to use now. And you're going to just click on drag and drop your files here or browse it. Okay, so let me drop that in. There we go. I did that Baker Girl song. Boom. And then you're going to click on 16:9. And then you're going to generate the whatever dimensions you want, really. But I'm going to use 16:9 because that's the horizontal, like that's the, YouTube horizontal type video, right? Click on generate images. So what it's basically doing behind the scenes now is going to take a few minutes, is it's going to create the entire storyboard of images for us. Okay. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to convert this song into image prompts and consistent character and the scenes, and it's going to generate stuff for us. Let me show you an example of this. Okay. See this right here? It says processing is generating all the scenes for us. Here's an example of one that already got generated a year prior. So here, as you can see here, right? AI design agents. I did this is basically a song about baby's first day in the swimming pool, right? It's just basically learning how to swim, as you can see here. So it has consistent character. It even says scene 4. You see this? Scene 5, and it names it. So I'll talk about how you're going to use this now, right? So you can bring it all together, basically. What you're going to do is you're going to click on this bulk download button here, all right? So you're going to bulk download this, okay? I'll show you. So you're going to select the rows that you're going to download, okay? So you see how it says select the rows? So you're going to come here down and you're going to select the row. Let's say if this is the baby one I'm using, I'm going to select all these and then I'm going to load more and then I can bulk download these if I want to, but that's not needed now because okay, this is what you would do in the past, right? You don't need it now. What you're going to do is you're going to use the direct integration with VideoExpress now. Let me show you. Here we go. You're going to go to import media, okay, in VideoExpress. You're going to go to import media, and then you're going to go to import from Artistly, okay? So you don't even have to do bulk downloading or anything. So what's going to happen, you click here, boom, you see this? These images, like let me actually scroll down. I'll show you the prior one, the baby one I showed you, right? So let's go down here. You see this, right? You see this? these are already loaded, as you can see here. Pretty cool, right? So these are loaded already. These are loaded already. These are loaded already. You see this? These are loaded already. So that means basically you can now effectively bring in whatever you want. So let's say like these, right here. And then you can select all these, and then you can bring them in to Video Express, right? So a unique way, of course, that you can bring these into the mix. So now just click on the import button once you select all of these. So click on this import button, and they're going to get started to be imported into Video Express. Let me show you, right? So when you just click on, let's say this one, right? And you just click on import one image, will show you. Then it's going to say the image has been successfully saved in the My Artistly Images folder. So you're going to go to My Media Library, and then you go into here. This is where in Media Library under My Artistly Images is where you're going to see this. Okay. You're going to go to My Artistly Images. Boom. You see this? Now you're going to see all these images right here. Boom, 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 right? Now, all you're going to need to do is you can basically add it to timeline. You can preview it. Like you can see this right here. You can click on redesign, and now you made it into a video. You see this? You can do all kinds of cool things that you can do within Video Express, as you're always doing. And what it's going to do is it's going to actually order them in basically 1, 2, 3. So this is number 1, number 2, number 3, and on and on. So that's another great part. It's going to order them for you to make it easy to turn them into video. You're just going to click on right click, redesign, and then you see this automatically generate the video prompt because we got the video prompt here and we got the image scene. And then now you could literally basically use this to generate a video prompt, or alternatively, so for example, if you do it this way, okay, what will happen is now you're turning it into video. You could add lip sync and some of the other aspects. But since I'm syncing the actual music, I just need the video. I don't want lip sync in this particular case, correct? Just want to turn these images into videos. So the better way to do it is you're going to go with Create with AI. Okay, you're going to do this, and then you're going to click on Image to Video. Okay, you see this? Image to Video, like so. And then you're going to go here, you're going to select an image, you're going to go back to My Artistly Images here. You see this folder called My Artistly Images, click on it. And then here, you're going to go one by one. See, choose. And you see we have the video prompt here given. Just going to choose 3D because it's a 3D thing. It's video length booster is optional. It's only important if you want to sync it to the audio length. What we've done is, let's say the music is, I don't know, 2 minutes long. We're going to create relevant number of scenes for that 2-minute song, okay? Meaning we mapped it out. In some cases where that doesn't happen, maybe you're off by 3 or 4 seconds, then you can do like this video length booster to map it out and stretch the scene up a little bit, okay? Not exactly needed, but you get the point. So then you're just gonna click on create video. You don't have to do anything else. Just pick the category as 3D, and then you're gonna do that and click create video. Boom. Now what's happening is the video is being created in the background, right? And then now you can add it into the timeline. You can do up to 5 concurrently at this point as an Artistly customer. Only Artistly customers who link it to Video Express can do that. Other people maybe a little bit less or whatever. So you can do 5 at a time, meaning 5 will get generated. And by the time the other ones are generated, you can do 5 more and stuff like that. 5 at a time. Because we're going to launch 5 servers for you, which are quite expensive, to be honest. Costs a lot of money. So you can do this process, okay, scene by scene. So now you can gonna close. You're gonna go back to image to video, select, then boom, go to Artistly Images, and then click the second image. You see this, a close-up shot. It already generated the video action prompt, and we're gonna say automatically enhance my video prompt. Keep that checked, so keep this part checked, and then you're just gonna do this process again to the next one, right? Create video, the next one like so, and then basically go in. And you're going to do that for the next one as well. Okay, so again, go to image to video, select, and go into Artistly Images. And then you're going to do the next one. Okay, this is the third one. Because it gives you more control as well this way, right? As an example. So now, basically, you go do this the next one as well. You're going to do 3D, leave everything as is, and create video. So you can do 5 like this, and just follow the process, okay? So I'm just going to follow the process for all the scenes. And then let me finish up this process. So they'll start getting generated. And as you can see here, I have different progress bars here. We can do like as you can see here, once you're happy, look at this is the first scene. You're going to drag and drop it to the timeline. Then the second scene is almost done here, and on and on. Basically, I'll show you one where it finished, where this was the other project you saw. And you see the character is different here from the one you saw here, correct? Why is that the case? That's the beauty of AI. Every single video looks unique. One of the biggest things people always ask us is, hey, look, you know, I want the character to look unique every time because I don't want to create the same videos like everybody else is doing. I want to be a little bit unique. So that's the beauty here. When you follow this process, correct? So this exact process, again, which I showed you here step by step, then every video will be unique. So you'll stand out because you're never going to do what everybody else is doing. So when you're uploading it to YouTube or you're uploading it to different social media platforms, it will be where you follow this exact automated process and every video will be unique and every song also will be unique. Okay. So let me give you an example of it. So in this particular case, the audio was something like this.
Sugar hands sprinkle bright, baking cakes from morn to night. Flower flies, the whisk spin, market day.
Pause that real quick. So that was that for this video, right? Because every time the song will be unique and every time basically the video, the characters will also be unique depending on the song and all that kind of good stuff. So in this particular case, if I pull this up for this video, let's check this out. This was a song.
Lily low with apron tied, mixed and stirred with joyful pride. Butter, eggs, and sugar bright.
While the other videos are generating, basically it's going to take about 2 to 3 minutes for each of the clips to be generated, sometimes faster, sometimes slower, depending on what time you generated and what the video contains and that sort of thing. So for a purpose of speed, again, this is a project that already finished already with all the video images turned into videos from Artistly integrated in and all that, right? So all you have to do, now you got all the scenes, right? So you got the scenes. This is about, I think, 50 seconds or something like that clip. Now, what do you do next? So all you're going to do is you're going to basically now add a background score, right? Which is the music file here. Okay, so that's what you're going to do next. So what you're going to do here is you're going to go back to import media like so. And then here, go to import media, and then you're going to check this import from CloneVoice.ai now, because this is music. This is not text to speech. Remember, this is music. So click on this. And then I put my API key already, you know all that information. Here it says audio, right? You're going to click on music because this is a music file. Boom. You see this? I have like this Baker Gold song that I just created. Boom. I'm going to drag it into the timeline. Import selected. And then boom. Okay. It's going to start importing it under my CloneVoice.ai folder. Okay. So you don't have to download, upload, and all that kind of stuff. You go to Media Gallery. You're going to go to basically my CloneVoice.ai. You see the special folder here, my CloneVoice.ai. And then you're going to click on that and boom, you got the Baker Gold song. You're going to drag and drop it into the timeline like so. Okay. Now, in this particular case, as you can see here, if you want to trim the audio a little bit like so, you can do so. If you want to stretch the videos themselves to match it, as I mentioned before, you can extend the clip and stuff. But generally, we've automated it such that it'll be maybe 3 or 5 seconds apart. So in that particular case, when you're generating the media file, so if you go into media, right? So let's say, for example, you go to image to, again, I'll show you. If you go into the let's say, for example, create with AI, and then you go to image to video. In that case, you're just going to go into the thing. Let's say you're just generating one of the videos. You're going to choose this. And here, you're going to click on the video length booster. It's going to boost the length of the clip to match it. Maybe for a couple of scenes, you may have to do that. Not exactly required, but generally, we've automated it such that we're going to create the ample amount of scenes to match the length of the audio. Okay, so what we're treating it as 5 seconds or so per scene. And then 5 seconds or so of audio is matched, okay, effectively. So pretty much the syncing should be pretty straightforward, but in the event like you want to do it, you can add that in and you can do that manually as well, okay, pretty straightforward. So then you would generate the video length booster aspect and you would do so, okay. So then once you're happy, you can play it. Let me do that right now.
Lily low with apron tied, mixed and stirred with joyful pride. Butter.
Pretty cool, right? All you have to do next is you're gonna go and you're gonna first save this project, give it a name so you can open it in the future, right? So you're gonna say save this project and you're gonna give it a name. So later on when you open it, it's gonna be, let's say in this particular case, this is Baker Go video project. You're gonna use that. And then once you want to generate it into a video, like a full-fledged video, you're gonna click on export video in Video Express. Okay, you're gonna give it a name, you're gonna give it the resolution, quality, and all that. You're gonna say Baker Go video, and then you're gonna click create. It's gonna take a few minutes to generate, and then it's gonna give the number, currently number 1 in the queue. So it's gonna tell you how quickly it's gonna generate. Pretty quick, generally, max a few minutes or so, and you're good to go. Then you can take this video, upload it to YouTube, and all that kind of good stuff. So the video I showed you as well is pretty much done, as you can see here. The scenes are all playing here, and again, I'm not going to play the background music because I'm speaking here, but you get the point, right? It's just beautifully animated and everything. You add that song and then you're ready to go using the same process. Just to kind of confirm to you how your text to speech, we talked about songs and all that, right, in VideoExpress. How do the text-to-speech elements come into play both for Artistly and VideoExpress? It's basically you're going to go into My Voices. For voices, this is, okay, the voices you made, My Voices. Let's say they want to come into Artistly and VideoExpress. You're going to click on My Voices. Then what you're going to do is you're going to click on the Export Voices option. So this option right here will make sure you can control being able to export the voices that you want to appear within VideoExpress and Artistly. And I'll show you in Artistly, it's a flip books feature, obviously, in VideoExpress. Of course, if you come into VideoExpress, I'll show you right now, you will show up in this section. See, CloneVoice.ai text-to-speech integration. The voices you export will show up here, basically, okay? And so let me actually pull that up. So the process is very simple. You go to export voices, you select, I have 22 voices here. Let's say you want to pick this one, and this one as an example, okay? And then you're gonna click on the bottom right, is export selected, this option right here. And then you're going to click on that. And then when you do that, basically it says confirm action, click proceed. So now those voices will appear under export voices. Okay. So then what's going to happen is then you click here. These are all the voices that will show up. These 6 voices will show up. You can add any more. Why we did this way is because we want thousands of voices for you to select and basically waste a lot of time. And at any point in these export voices, if you don't want a voice, you can remove them by deleting the voice. Okay. So they'll not show up in your VideoExpress account. They'll not show up in your Artistly account, for example. Okay. If you change your mind or whatever the case might be. So that is the other way to do voices. In the case of music, again, they'll come in your whole library of audios. You see these audios under My Audios. They will show up in VideoExpress under the import from CloneVoice, music, audio, and that's the thing which I showed earlier on, right? In this section right here, as you can see. So that is basically the integration. So enjoy, start creating professional videos, song videos, and realistic videos, whatever you desire with these applications. More cool things are coming with this integration, which allow you to do some crazy things with voices, music, song, videos, images, all kinds of cool things. Okay, so watch out for more of the updates.